So, a friend of mine, Brittany Smith, we had the Imperial Recruiters for going to the judge conferences, and I wanted to use them in something, and I also had been trying to play Trinisphere and Chalice, but I didn't want to buy Thundermaw Hellkites when they were in Standard still. So since some of the decks had been running the werewolves instead, I had some of the foil werewolves because I kind of collected them. Imperial Recruiter can fetch up the werewolves, he can fetch up other utility cards. I figured I'd give it a shot. And first night I played it, I won we had like a 20-something person weekly event that night, and I came in first. So I've been tweaking it since then. I'm Afro Dave, and I've been playing Imperial Blood Wolf. The deck is basically 7 Blood Moon effects, 2 Trinispheres, and 4 Chalice of the Void. A bunch of Soul Lands, Simian Spirit Guides, Chrome Moxes to get all that out turn 1, and you try to play something, and hopefully you win. My mana base right now is 10 Mountains, 1 Cavern of Souls, 3 City of Traitors, 4 Ancient Tomb, 4 Chrome Mox, 4 Simian Spirit Guide. The creature base, not counting the Spirit Guides, is 4 Imperial Recruiters, 4 Hanweir Watchkeep, 2 Instigator Gang, 3 Magus of the Moon, 1 Jaya Ballard, 1 Manic Vandal, 1 Avalanche Riders, 2 Phyrexian Revoker. Right now it's 1 Koth of the Hammer, 3 Magma Jet, 4 Blood Moon, 2 Trinisphere, 4 Chalice of the Void. If I go first turn Trinisphere, second turn Hanweir Watchkeep, they can't cast a spell on their second turn because they only have 2 lands. Everything costs 3. So it flips to a 5/5. That's very difficult to kill in Legacy. And I can have the Imperial Recruiters. Depending on the matchup, I can search up Jaya to deal with opposing creatures. Or if they're actually running blue, I can destroy everything. If they're running an artifact-based deck where they have equipment, Manic Vandals in the main, I have Shattering Spree on the side to deal with that. Imperial Recruiter can get either the Hanweir Watchkeep or the Instigator Gang, and once they flip, Instigator Gang flips into a 5/5 that gives all attacking creatures +3/+0. And he has Trample. So he ends the game in 2 swings, 3 at most. And that's with no help. So my sideboard, I started with 2 Shattering Sprees because I can cast them through Chalice of the Void on 1 with the Replicate, and being able to just wipe an Affinity player or against the Mud decks, it's incredibly useful. I have a 3rd Revoker in the sideboard. There are some matchups where you need to stop activate abilities, and since you can't stop mana abilities, being able to just name Blindside Diamond or Chrome Mox or Lotus Petal against a bunch of decks is useful. I have the 2 Sulfur Elementals because of Death and Taxes. So being able to shut down Mom and Thalia is big. Thalia's not as annoying to me because I have all the Soul Lands, but it's still not something I want to play against. I have the 1 Tormod's Crypt and the 3 Faerie Macabres. The Fairies are there because I can tutor them with the Recruiter, which has come up actually multiple times. And the Tormod's Crypt just because sometimes you need to just wipe an entire graveyard. There are 3 Confusion of the Ranks for the Show and Tell matchup because being able to just borrow their Emrakul or their Omniscience or anything they show in, and they can't really respond to it effectively with counter magic. I've stolen a few games with just Confusion of the Ranks. I have an Omniscience now, and you have a Confusion of the Ranks. I'm going to cast everything. And then my Sweeper Suite for anything that's running Empty the Warrens or Elves or Goblins, I have 2 Bonfire of the Damned and a Pyroclasm. One of the worst matchups is Show and Tell, just because they have basic islands. They're kind of cast 3 mana spells anyway. I can't deal with an Emrakul or a Gristlebrand in mono red, so that's pretty bad. That's probably like the single worst matchup that I expect to face. There's times you just resolve Chalice on 1, and your opponent kept a hand that is amazing, but they can't play Thoughtseize. They can't play Swords and Plowshares. So your guys live forever, and they don't know what you have in your hand. They haven't taken anything. And then when you flip a werewolf, and it's a 5/5, and yeah, I enjoy that.